The PING G410 irons. Are these the perfect iron for mid-handicap golfers in 2019? Let's find out, and let's do it now. Hi everyone, James Robinson here. If you are new to the channel and this is your first time watching my content, first of all, welcome to the channel, and second of all, please do consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already. On this channel, I bring you guys daily golf-related content that helps you raise your game, lower your handicap, and really just gets you enjoying golf that little bit more. In today's video, I have the brand new PING G410 irons, and usually something like this wouldn't excite me, I'm not gonna lie, but these things have changed a little over the years. Let me explain. You see, so you would absolutely expect the PING G410 to be absolutely jam-packed with technology so that you can hit the golf ball as far as physically possible, with as much forgiveness as possible, and as consistently as possible. And that's sort of correct. We have PING's Core Eye technology, which, working together with the top rail undercut, should provide the most flexible face PING have ever offered in an iron. Because for these irons, guys, I'm not gonna lie, these irons aren't aimed at someone like myself, they aren't aimed at a real low handicapper, although I have seen low handicappers use PING G range of irons for years quite successfully. And I really think this one might catch a lot of people by surprise. The key point for me, and I'm gonna go through all the technology with you, but it's the styling, the looks. They look great. The G410 iron is designed to look a little bit smaller, a little bit sleeker. It's got a shorter blade length, and to me, it isn't offensive to look down at. I don't look down at it and think, whew, that's massive. I'm not saying I could game them because it's obviously not a player's iron, but it is a huge improvement. And that's actually quite strange because I'm not saying they look small, I'm not saying they're going to put off the mid-handicapper or the high-handicapper from buying them. It's almost like PING have found that holy grail of middle ground between game improver iron, players' looks. And did I mention the technology? So as well as the Core Eye technology in the face, the top rail undercut, we also have now tungsten weighting in both the toe and the heel. That's designed for more consistency, that's designed for more stability on off-centre hits. That's a great idea. Oh. Now I know what you're saying, it's just another game improvement iron with mega strong lofts that are going to go miles and miles and miles, and that's basically it. You see, sort of, but realistically I've got the pitching wedge, the 7 iron and the 5 iron here. The pitching wedge at 44.5 degrees of loft, the 7 iron at 30 degrees of loft, and the 5 iron at 23.5. Yes, that is strong, that's a little bit strong, don't get me wrong, but I've seen stronger. One thing that I'm not amazed with is the sound and the feel. You always do struggle in these kind of bigger game improvement irons, especially PING, who obviously provide cast golf clubs as opposed to forged golf clubs. The acoustics aren't quite there for me. And you see, that's the one that would worry me a little bit. So I've been tootling along with the 7 iron, I've been tootling along with the 7 iron there, 170 yards, 180 yards. I would kind of expect that with this kind of lofted technology 7 iron. Just hit one there, 192 yards. And it's a real funny one because who is in the market for G410 irons? Is it the mid-handicapper? Is it the mid to low handicapper? Is it the mid to high handicapper? Is it just the high handicapper? Is that consistency going to be a huge issue for you? One thing that you definitely cannot claim with PING is that they don't offer enough variety for everyone. We have the iBlade, we have the i210, we have the G700, we have the G410. I think the blueprint irons might be coming as well. So basically PING offer plenty of variety for people. You see, one thing which has really caught me by surprise with these irons, and some products I get to review and I'm really excited about them, other products I get to review and it's like, yeah, I'll do the review because I like to kind of provide product reviews for everybody. And the G410 iron is a club that I wasn't really that excited about reviewing, and then I took the cover off and I was like, oh, actually, you know, yeah. They look fantastic. The black and red colour scheme really does just look miles better than that orange that the G400 had. For me, I think they've got just the right amount of offset as well, looking down at the ball. Alright. I'm not exactly sure just how much the kind of weighting in the toe and the heel does play, I mean, but I do love the idea of it. Let's hit one more and let's take a look at the numbers. So guys, I've hit half a dozen shots there with the PING G410 pitching wedge 7-iron and 5-iron. For me, numbers that my clubs will be going with this, so a 7-iron's around a 165 club, pitching wedge around a 130 club realistically, and a 5-iron anything from 110 to 210 depending on the strike. So let's take a look at the numbers. I'm only kidding. 5-iron for me is around kind of 200-ish, 195, 110 to 210. Let's take a look at the numbers. As always, let's check the dispersion first off. So we'll start with the pitching wedge. Pretty good. It was a pitching wedge, so let's not read too much into that. 7-iron, again pretty good, and 5-iron, as you would expect, dispersion getting slightly worse as the club gets longer. I've not actually swung, you know. I've not actually swung at my best today, and I think this was probably for the best in a review like this. Mid-handicap iron, game improvement iron. Is there any point me stood there swinging at my Sunday best, ripping 5-irons 300 yards? Not that that would happen anyway. But I'm quite glad that I'm working on my game a little bit at the minute. I am picking back up with lessons. So I could almost put myself in your situation a little bit. Anyway, let's get back to the numbers. So starting with the pitching wedge, 140, 140, all pretty much as I would expect. The last swing was a terrible swing and it's gone the same distance that my normal kind of pitching wedge would about go. Average distance, 138. So like I say, quite a bit further than I would expect my normal pitching wedge to go, but that is pretty expected. What's the spin rate like? Spin rate 8,000, slightly low, but not terrible. I've seen worse actually with pitching wedges since I've been doing reviews. What about the 7-iron? 7-iron, some real big numbers in there. Look at that. Even the 168, obviously, like I said, not been swinging that well. 168, pretty good for a bad swing. And average, 182. So yeah, a little bit further than I would expect it to go, but again, strong lofted club, plenty of technology in there. The amazing thing for me is just how sleek they look. I'm slide tracking. Look at that for a spin number. That is low for a 7-iron. In fact, I'll have a bet that the 5-iron is probably there or thereabouts that. Well, let's find out. 5-iron. All around 200-ish, give or take. So the average is going to be there or thereabouts as well. Average 204. I'm not going to lie, I feel like I could probably get that with my 5-iron. Spinning, call that 4,000. So the spin actually isn't that bad on the long iron. I think the 7-irons just caught me out there with a real low spin number on average. And that would worry me a tiny little bit, really, a lot probably. But what do I think of the PING G410 irons? Now, these obviously aren't designed for myself. They're not designed for me. They are designed for a more mid-handicap player. I will get Mark to test them, so people screaming at your phone screens or the TV screens or whatever screen you're watching on, I will get Mark to test these and we will report back to you. For me, PING have done a fantastic job with these. I love that they look sleeker. I love there's less offset. I love the colouring. I love the idea behind the technology, although the shots that I hit a little bit off centre, the ball did actually go quite a long way right, so don't know. But what I do have to say about PING is their history of these irons is very, very strong. It is very, very good. A lot of people have found success with them. A lot of people have liked them. I, to be honest, have really enjoyed hitting them, although I haven't enjoyed the sound or the feel. That is one thing which would stop me using these clubs over probably anything else. I think there are probably clubs on the market that you can get with similar technology in there, with similar distances, that might feel a tiny bit better. Guys, I've been James Robinson. I'm here at Huddersfield Golf Club. I do hope you've enjoyed that review on the PING G410 irons. Let me know if there's anything you would like that is out there for me to compare them with. If you've enjoyed that, don't leave without putting the thumbs up. Smash the comments below. Let me know what you think of these clubs, if you're using them already, if you're thinking about using them. And as always, guys, if you haven't hit that subscribe button already, you know what to do. Guys, see you soon.